afternoon and welcome to the FIVB Las Vegas, presented by P1440. I'm Jeff Alzina, along with 2004 Olympian Dax Holdren. We're here at the Las Vegas Fairgrounds.
It is morning somewhere. Nice to see that you survived a night in Vegas.
You never know what's going to happen out here. We've got some great action for you here. Elimination match between Brazil and Norway. Norway starts off with an ace serve. A lot different conditions than yesterday. Yesterday was pretty darn still, and we've got a nice stiff breeze flowing from left to right. The Brazilians on the bad side. They're in your green jerseys.
On two. Start out. It's going to be a lot tougher ball control out here today, Jeff. It looks a little swirly wind, too.
Yeah, definitely.
Not as consistent down the side.
Clara back to serve. Oh, what a stab dig.
Dig. Nice shot.
And the put away from Clara Salgado. Let me introduce the players briefly. Brazil is represented by Clara Salgado, 35 years old, back at the service line. Her partner is Elize Maia. And they are serving the Norway team of Ingrid Lunde, who passed the ball there on the left side. Her partner, Oda Ulveseth. Good arm on Lunde there. Dug again by Salgado. And stuffed by Ulveseth.
Yeah. I think we were doing a little research. It seemed like Norway has played several more matches this weekend than Brazil. They were in the qualifier.
They had to come out of the qualifier. They beat Sweden to qualify on Wednesday here in this Olympic qualification tournament. They go to Maia. Scoop, good side. Hope she takes a swing. Oh, backed off a little bit.
That's where you got to be a lot more aggressive in that transition set.
Yeah, wind definitely gusting really hard. Difficult for these players to read. It's mainly coming from behind the Brazilians right now, but as you said, it can come right at us too across the court.
I suspect it's going to take probably two to three side changes for both of these teams to get used to this.
Agreed. 3-3, 1 point till our first side switch. We switch on sevens. Lunde back to serve. Goes with a deep floater that, ooh, that you might need to check that. Initially it looked like it was way out, and it just fell flat off the table.
He went flag up and then flag down really fast.
They're calling that an out serve. Nora wants to take a look at it.
No, she's good with
it. All right.
She's good. I'd still be arguing. I don't know
why not. Lunde on the left side. She is a strong hitter.
That is, wow. Great set, too. Bump set.
Ingrid Lunde with that side out, 26 years old, about to turn 27 in a couple of weeks.
Brazil's got a few years on them, I think.
Oh, yeah. About a decade.
Oh, trouble that.
Tragic.
There should be a point here.
Ulveseth can't. Oh, finishes with a swat.
Throw down. That's the second block already for Norway.
She's long. She's not listed at any height on any BVB info anywhere. We couldn't get a height on her, but I went down and spoke to them before the match. She looks about 5'11". I don't think she's quite 6 foot.
She has long arms.
Very long arms. Wow, the set is really blowing off the net right now to our right.
I think any side out right now is probably a good side out. It is
skill
gusty,
or luck.
Gusty and everywhere. This is not your typical ocean wind.
I'd like to see a jump serve into this wind, right? Maia's serving straight into the wind. She goes to the floater, picked up by Ulveseth.
Oh, right down the middle.
Lingen? Remember that call? Lingen?
Falling into the scoreboard right
That's
there.
the Norwegian no one.
Lingen?
Remember that? Lingen.
No. I'm not up on my Norwegian.
Come on, man. You played against a lot of Norwegians in your day. Bjorn Maside, Jan Kvalheim.
That is a tough language. I'm going to be honest. That's not one I can pick up very fast.
Listen for the Lingen. Lingen?
Lingen means nobody. What does line mean if Lingen is?
I think they go just with like linea. I think it's Latin-based. Short serve by Salgado. Picked up by Lunde.
Good high hit. Oh, wow. Nice up.
Good net action here. Third joust in a row.
first block of the match for Brazil. Granted, she had 3, I think, in that rally alone.
Yeah. Maia's listed at 6 foot out of Vitória, Brazil. Residing in Rio currently, 33 years old, up there at the net blocking balls.
Who's our current and ex-friend that is from Brazil? Most famous men's player.
From Vitória?
From Vitória.
Jose Loyola.
Have you been there? Beautiful.
I've still never been to Rio.
What?
Gone to like 200 FIVB events and never been to Rio.
How about Vitória?
No.
Beautiful.
No.
Get out and see the world, Z.
That's kind of an early timeout, huh?
At 8-6?
8-6 is a very quick timeout. We don't see those too often before the technical timeout, which would be the very next side switch. But Norway wants to pause and talk about it, I guess.
Well, this is a loser goes home match now. I guess they all are. It's basically an 80-point difference between losing this and moving on to 9th place or 13th.
13th. The loser of this match will go home with the 17th and 320 Olympic qualification points. The winner will move on and sit in 13th, as Dak said, with 80 more points. You get 400 total points after winning this match.
I think if you lose this match, this tournament probably gets thrown in the trash as far as if you're going to.
Well, the higher ranked teams for sure, right? But this Norway team is pretty new. I think anytime they qualify and get in, they'll be building points for themselves.
We still got another year and a half.
Yeah.
The jump floaty, another ace.
Gave Ulveseth a lot of trouble right there. That ball must have been moving. She just sprayed it off her right side. 9-6 Brazil. Maria Clara, a great server. She was the FIVB's server of the year in 2008 and 9.
High off the top.
I don't know if I'd serve her right now.
Yeah. That was a good high swing.
They just got an ace on Ulveseth, but they went right back to Lunde, who's just been teeing off.
I think she's just hitting that float serve down the middle and seeing who's hungry enough to take it.
Ulveseth, your blocker, going to serve and run up to the net.
Oh, that is trouble.
Oh, no. Those are so frustrating.
Wow.
You're like, hey, look, I got a free point and overset. No, I got stuffed.
That's what we talked about yesterday, right? It's almost want to just pass that ball.
Totally.
Because you know the blocker's coming, but you can't see them. And you take almost a blind swing, and she gets you.
That would have been a key one for the Norwegians. Instead, Brazil keeps their 3-point lead.
Goofy foot.
Goofy footer.
Trouble set.
Maria loves to take that big look.
That was a huge look.
Huge. She's always done it, too. She wants to know exactly where the defense is. Probably doesn't need a call.
As a defender, I mean, being the premier defender you were in the day, once they take a long look like that, that's when you just got to put your
get on your horse
shoes on. Yeah. And they go back to her.
Back to Lunde. Maria with a great scoop and deliver.
Oh, great dig.
Maia will not take a look, but she will feast.
Yeah, she's springing.
Yeah, she's athletic, huh?
They haven't gone to her too much. Now you see why.
Yeah, 33 years old, 6 feet tall. She's got a good arm on her. Goofy foot approach, like we said. Means that she finishes with her right foot as a right-hander. Commanding 5-point lead early for Brazil.
We could probably blame Loyola for that.
Right, with Goofy
They're
footers.
both from the same town. The pokey.
Norway needs this. Nice scoop. Good balance by Lunde. She's in transition. Pops it down the middle. That was huge. They absolutely needed that play.
Yeah. That's where the wind, I think, is a factor. It's definitely affecting the ball control and the set, getting it up to the net. Which, once it's off, there should be a lot of defense and a lot of digs out here.
Yeah, a lot more digs than we saw yesterday, where we had 6'10" Russian guys bouncing balls in no wind and hard pack.
Yes.
Oh, great sideline serve. Maria Clara goes lefty to save a 5-point advantage and take us to a technical timeout.
Gotta appreciate the lefty.
Got to. You got a lot of love for the lefties.
We got 13-8 Brazil leading into the turn.
Commanding lead. We thought that was kind of the bad side there, but they just played great defense. Maria Clara was in the pocket, digging all the heat, and that seems like what Lunde wants to do. Lunde's definitely going to take a swing at the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think obviously Brazil's probably the favorite going into this. We don't have a ton of information on Norway, so that being said, I'm going to assume that Brazil would be the favorite.
Maria Clara has been playing since 2003. I mean, she's earned $550,000 in her career, played with lots of different players, got pregnant, had a child a couple years ago, and came back to the game. Totally committed to making another Olympic run.
She played some AVP, if I'm not mistaken, right?
She did. She played one event this year with Caitlin Ledoux in New York City and took a 5th. But last year she played she played the whole season. She played all 8 events in 2017.
Wow.
Her highlight was a 3rd in Hermosa.
Stud.
Her season on the AVP last year didn't start off so well. She actually didn't qualify in Huntington Beach, losing to the Lindquist sisters.
That's a big hit. She looks like an indoor player.
Totally.
Left side.
Hard not to see that sometimes when these left side players swing outside and take a big double arm lift.
Yeah, and just close the shoulder into the sharp angle.
Yeah. Ulveseth with the serve, running up to the net. They're going to try Maia.
Oh.
Maya's got an arm.
Yeah.
She's rangy.
I'm not sure she's the one you want to go to.
I don't think so. I agree. In this wind, I would not be going to the big hitter, who's Maia, with a great setter, Maria Clara. I'd flip it around and see if Maia can set.
For sure. And I don't think either of the 4 are hand setters out here.
No.
So with the wind, you definitely want to pick
strong
up
joust.
That was the straight down roll shot on your own side of the net.
To the trough.
Nobody's going to dig that.
She made sure that wasn't diggable, huh? Do you like that play more than the left-handed pokey?
I like the left-handed pokey.
Oh, nice high ball by Maria Clara. And a stuff by Ulveseth.
Both Brazilian players standing and watching on that.
Kind of weird. Back to 3-point game. Interesting that they're going to stay with Maia. She is on the good side with a great, great setter. She passed a little lower, sets lower under the wind.
Yeah. I think probably for Norway, Maia's more straightforward, not as crafty. Might be a better setup for their defense, especially if they're younger and not quite as savvy and probably haven't seen all the shots that Salgado has.
Right. Salgado's got a great knuckle game. Oh, how about that reach? Ulveseth going high off the hands. Oh, sweet. Yeah, the Norwegians much younger, 25 and 26 years old. Great set.
Ooh, unlucky. She was on that. Good move into the angle. Almost too big of a move.
Too big of a move, I think.
But that was a good move. If you're going to miss one, at least you're on it.
She dove right into the area that was that sharp sideline that Maia's been hitting. So you can't, it's tough. You make a great move, and you think you made the right choice, but a lot of range from Maia. She's back to serve, 16-12. She, talk about hitting the same spot, right? She literally hits right into that angle pocket a lot.
Nice up.
Uh-oh, nobody at the net. Overset's going to work. I think that maybe, I don't know, we haven't seen this Norwegian team play besides today, but maybe that is one of the limitations they have. Is Lunde's got that heavy arm, but it's always right in the kind of standard pocket cross court.
We're hitting maybe a little aside of the ball, chopping it in, using the middle of the court.
You never like to do that.
I chop everybody down.
Paul Bunyan.
Yeah.
Just chopping trees.
A lot of angle digging in this match. Then another
2 hits just right in the pocket.
And
that's what they don't want a piece of, huh?
That's why that's probably why they're not serving her. Nobody likes to run down the pokey.
I think you might be able to make a few bucks if you went down and talked to Lunde after the game and said, here's how you chop a ball. Here's how you hit only 10% of the ball and make it really break. She's got a powerful whip, but limited range so far. 17, leading 14. Brazil over Norway. I'm Jeff Alzina along with Dax Holdren. Calling our first action here of the day on Feature Court. We'll be with you for at least 2 more matches.
Just don't know if that's their answer. That is the lefty pokey again.
Interesting. Quick to go to that lefty.
Norway learned. That is their third block so far this match.
It's a good-looking block, too. Like you said, she's got long arms, but she times it well, and she jumps just a tad late, I think, so that she can touch some shots from Salgado. Oh, they don't repeat. They don't repeat. Maya goes to the good side and easy side out.
That's where it hurts being young.
Yeah.
And not having the experience of, oh my gosh, we just scored a point. They had a ball control problem. Maya didn't set the ball great.
Right.
Let's test her again. Let's make her set another one.
Yeah, you know if your opponent is swinging with the wrong hand, poking left-handed, I mean, you got to repeat.
Good ball set. Little chop back. That was the first one.
There's some chop for you.
Yeah, like that.
Maybe they heard us. 16-18. This is a crucial point in this game to 21. This would be their first 1-point advantage if Norway can score a real one.
They need this switch here.
They stay out. Oh, wow.
Another ace.
That ball moved a ton.
Yeah. That is their second ace of the match. On float serve.
Yeah, that one finally caught the wind. You could see that just break about 4 feet to the left of Maya.
Yeah, looking at these flags, that corner towards us is the one to serve from. Corner to corner, you get the most move with that wind.
18-17, timeout Brazil. Earlier had a 5-point lead, 13-8, right, and 7-12.
They've had a couple ball control errors, and Norway's kind of stepped up their game.
Well, she chopped, right? She chopped twice, right? She hit a couple balls just a little bit sharper, Lunde. I talked to them a little bit before the game, and they said that they're, they played a whole season this year, but they are making a commitment to go for the Tokyo Olympics.
Team?
Norwegians, yeah. Going for 2020.
Are they the top rank of the Norwegian teams, or is there a team above them?
They are not the top-ranked current Norway team, to my knowledge.
But they are young enough. I think at this point, kind of ride it out with another young one and learn on the fly.
Yeah, they took a 9th in Turkey earlier this summer, and they took a 4th in Tokyo. Pretty cool to get to go play in Tokyo when you know the Olympic Games will be there in 2 years, right? Get a test run of all.
Test event?
They usually are, right?
Yeah.
Whenever they host the host country of the Olympics.
They probably have another one as well. Ooh, bad
way
set.
off the net. Oh, how about that shot?
Oh, tight set.
Uh-oh. Norway kind of needs this for the
There's
tie.
A good set.
Uh-oh. No touch.
Looking for the touch.
When you're the underdog, you need that one, right? You got 2 chances.
That was to go to 18 all. This is typically where you give up another one right here, too.
If you're under.
Oh, they bailed him out.
That was a really strong gust. You see those flags actually completely flip the other way. Wow.
Do you think these, I don't want to call them new balls, but kind of newish balls?
Terrible.
Float a lot more out here?
A ton. The Mikasa is going to float a lot. Uh-oh. That one's floating really long. I wish we had a camera here. You could see the flags on Stadium Court. The higher ones are all blowing to our right, and the lower flags are all blowing left.
So just don't look at the flags.
Oh, and there it is.
Wow. They end that with an ace, their second ace of the game.
Brazil wins 21-18 after a great comeback by Lunde and Ulveseth from Norway.
Hopefully they can maybe use that momentum and take this 3.
Yeah, would you like to serve or receive?
I think they need to find a strategy, though, and stick with it. They're kind of just going back and forth.
Absolutely. Well, they're going to pick a side here. We're going to take a quick, short break. We'll be back to action for set number 2 in this loser's bracket match. Welcome back to action. Set number 2. I'm Jeff Alzina along with Dax Holdren.
There's that angle dig again.
Salgado all over it. Nice wrap in transition.
She's got a quick arm.
We've got some center court action. We can almost see the scoreboard. It looks like Betsy Flint and Emily Day are playing against. Can you tell?
That is Carrie Walsh and
Brooke Sweat.
Yeah.
It looks like Sweat and Walsh won the first set, 21-19, 1-1 in the second set.
In the meantime, Maia just posted her third block of the match.
Stuffy. Good looking set there, but maybe too close to the net.
I would love to see her use some shots.
Lunde.
Yeah. She's hit one way or hit the other way.
Quick timeout.
Yeah. That's probably her next progression in her game.
You want to go down there and get the box for a minute?
I'm tempted to just run down there.
You need a water, right?
Can I yell? Cut shot. Line.
It doesn't look like she has any intention to cut the ball today, does it?
No, and that's where she is young. If she was playing with a more experienced partner, her partner would probably be telling her what we're thinking. Mm-hmm. But with the youth they both have and inexperience, you got to kind of take your lumps, unfortunately. Hopefully they can watch the video tonight or next week and kind of learn from it too.
Yeah, they if they can turn this into a three-setter, they've got some experience. In their qualification match against Sweden, they won 24-22, lost 20-22, and then won 15-8. And then earlier today, they beat China in another barn burner, 23-21, lost 24-26, and came back and took them 15-11.
So they played a decent amount of volleyball.
Yeah. Their only loss was to the Swiss team yesterday, 21-16, 21-18. Lunde with the shank.
Look at the one arm. Nice set. She is totally goofy foot. She is.
Well, both of them are.
Strange.
Goofy. Would you say now at 4-0 is a good time once they sign out to just say, we got to try Salgado? Because Maia just seems like a beast at the net right now.
Yeah, and I think
and Maria's setting is phenomenal.
The biggest reason is I think Maria's a better setter.
Totally agree.
Yeah. I think if you stay on Maria every third or fourth set, you'll probably get one that's off or tight.
Totally agree.
But they don't.
Here's a perfect set again. High off the top. Lunde with the dig. Bye. Yeah, I mean, she's the biggest hitter on the court, 6 foot with a nice jump, and
hitting a perfect set.
Hitting a perfect set every time.
Yeah. And she's bump setting.
Yeah, she puts her whole body into her bump set, right? And you see some of these other players are just using more arms, and so that set's getting away from them.
Trouble.
There's an arms only set.
Shot. There's a line shot.
Do you want to go high five her?
Yeah, I'm tempted to. Nice shot.
Yeah, all she has to do is mix a couple of those in, and that'll open up her hard
angle. The defender is going to be so dug in, because you have to be to dig that.
Yeah.
Her key is to make it look like she's hitting. And that'll come.
They possess the slightly better side now where a few of the aces came from last game, and here's another one.
There's another one. That corner to corner right there.
Yeah. The wind is swirling a bit, but that is the best angle you could possibly get there, that corner to corner.
That is Norway's third ace of the match so far on float serves. That's a lot of aces for float serves.
Gusty day out here. They trail 3-5 in set number 2. Maia sticks this one, runs the back set.
Oh. So she is actually not goofy foot on her approach. She just went left, right, left, but then she's going to goofy foot on her serve. That was very strange.
Maybe she just had to hustle to the ball?
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh.
She got jammed. That is Brazil's third ace as well.
Just a little hop floater carrying with the wind.
That one will hurt you because that one was not the toughest of the serves I've seen yet. On the bad side.
No, pretty lobby. Same one right here. But Lunde's just kind of running under it.
She moved her feet better, though.
Oh, boy.
Little jumbo pokey.
That does not look like her comfort zone. Poking the ball around. Helps a ton to have a little pokey action, doesn't it? Especially in weird wind when you can't predict where the set's going.
Stein sided out for 10 years just poking the ball. Oh, that just dropped off the table.
Another one.
Ace number 4.
4 apiece?
We got four aces Norway, 3 for Brazil. That one looked like it was going to be 5 feet out and was 2 feet in.
Yeah. That hit a wall. Another perfect set.
Nice swing.
Straight up and down, descending vertically, super easy to get your feet to and reach high. Maia's going to town.
I think I want to go down there and hit Maria's sets.
Seriously.
I'd come out of retirement for 10 minutes until I went into traction.
They stay on Lunde, set well off the net.
There's her. That's her lone creative shot, is the no look down the line.
No look choppy, Hanoi style.
If she hits that enough, though, the blocker has to stay out there. And that would open up the middle of the court, too, where she just wouldn't have to hit the power angle right into Maria's lap.
They're going to need a few of those to beat this experienced Brazilian team.
I had a little wind switch here.
All right, they try Maria Clara on the right.
That's a good set.
Very good set by Maia. But as you said, it's got to be a battle of attrition, right?
Yeah, they got to stay there. Problem is that they just don't have enough experience. When she gets a good set, she's just going to frustrate the heck out of them trying to chase down those things.
Great deep floater. Lunde tries the back set herself.
Oh, get up. Good touch, though. I think Maria probably wanted to do something a little better with that bump. You almost got to go for it. If you're Norway, you just got to go for your serves.
The wind looks like it's totally switched. She's popping it into the wind, but they've served some of their floaters too high, don't you think?
Yeah.
Like it's so high that it rides wind instead of like bottoms out.
Well, and now that you can get the net dribbler ace,
aim at the top of the tape, huh?
Just above the top of the tape. Goofy foot.
Maia float and go. She's going to pull.
Nice shot.
Good looking swing by Ulveseth.
She stayed behind it even though the set was way off. She could see the blocker drop and just kind of chop it by her. She's definitely much more creative on her side out game. She looks like she maybe was a setter or something.
Yeah? Maybe an oppo?
She just looks like a player. There's the offset.
Oh, look at that swat.
They got an offset. She waited, jumped into the. Was that a cut shot? Block?
Yeah. Yeah. Blocker shuffled about 2 big steps to her right, got over and swatted it.
That is the 4th block for Norway as well. Oh, that is a dart right there.
Okay. That's the trajectory we're talking about, though, right?
Flat, hard one.
That's only about 6 inches above the net, hard, and the wind has really been dropping those out.
And she's tall enough, she can do that.
Goes for it again. Perfect pass.
That's a good set. Oh! Wow. I don't know if she dug that or it actually hit her.
I think that just hit her. That was an attitude swing by Salgado.
That was a how dare you serve me again.
Totally. Totally.
I know you just aced me, but what are you thinking?
One of her calling cards is a lot of feistiness.
A little stubbornness. I like that.
It'll serve you in this game. Brazil leads 11-10 in the second set after taking set number 1 from Norway, 21-18. We're at our technical timeout. Again, the loser will go home with the 17th.
Or the tables.
Or
you don't have to go home. You got a couple more days.
Do you think they could say, hey, I got 320 Olympic points. Will you take those at the table?
You could
$1 a point?
Did it work for you yesterday?
I have no Olympic points.
Yeah, but you have game.
I have some game.
You have some game.
I came out on top last night. I was pretty happy with blackjack. Mike from Russia was my dealer all night, and he was fantastic.
Circus too?
Circus.
Well, I know you're high roller, probably on $100 minimum.
100 minimum only. I played one hand and won, and I left. Lunde out of the middle. Will she go crossbody? Oh. That's a nice choice right there. The last 3 times she's come middle, she's done her little line turn.
Yeah.
So
then they get thinking about it. You can't just sit in that angle.
I think that's what happened to Maria Clara there.
That was way over on almost on the right side.
See if Ulveseth can pull off another block here.
So she attacks regular and serves goofy. That is weird. That is different. It's different.
Karch, Phil, Loyola. We blame you all for being goofy foot.
Phil also. Oh, trouble.
They've had that same play a few times. When Lunde passes tight, Ulveseth has pulled her way inside and off each time. She's not bettering the ball on tight passes.
Experience. Give him another year. Maybe 2. There's 35-year-old people are still trying to learn how to do that out here, though.
Brazil leads 13-11. They go to Lunde again. Uh-oh.
Trouble. There you go.
Nice choice.
Maria's just dug in. I think if they could probably shoot every time and she wouldn't run it down.
Probably right.
But if you hit it, she's right there.
It's paid off for her to sit in that pocket and keep scooping. 12-13, Norway keeping it close. They like the 3 setters and the barn burners, as we've discussed. They played 800 points in 3 games already. Oh!
Now that's a good miss, though. That's a good aggressive miss. That could have dribbled over for an ace.
Your favorite play?
Yeah, my favorite play. Thanks, Sinjin.
He's not here, or we'd tackle him in person.
He'll be here tomorrow, though.
Salgado mixes it up with a short. It's a good-looking high line shot.
That's neither is she going to block it, or are they ever going to run that down?
Just got a text from my brother. He's coming out, buddy. I cannot believe he just
said, I'm coming?
He just manned up. Jim Alzina on his way out here.
Well, how old is he now?
Just over 21.
About time he did something. Oh, that is trouble. Oh, that is a total shank by Maria.
Weird.
Control.
Oh, wow. How about that?
I like it.
The right sider pulls out the cutty. Yeah, my brother played college volleyball at Westmont College in Santa Barbara, near where you grew up, and he played with, his setter was Dave Mays.
Really?
One of the founders of P1440. Yeah, I talked to Dave last tournament in San Jose, and he said, you got to bring Jimmy out here one of these days. And I said, I think I can get him to Vegas for you.
Tell Jimmy to bring me some gambling money. I know he's fat rolling, being the real estate guru that he is in Santa Barbara.
He likes to play blackjack, too. We'll run it back. Maya on the left side. Tight set. Oh.
That's one where the blocker's got to get a touch on that.
She has done a great job. I'll say Ulveseth from Norway has done a nice job getting all those tight sets and at least soft blocking them.
Yeah, she just mistimed that one, I think, or didn't gauge that it was so tight. Didn't get over the net.
Maya from Brazil back to serve, jump float.
Good set.
Oh,
they switched it up the first time.
That's the leadership of Salgado in the back row. Oh, what a stab.
That's got to go.
It's good. That's not.
Oh,
I say that's 100% good.
I don't know.
I hate to.
You probably have the best angle.
I have the perfect view of that. I'm just right of the antenna, and we're looking down on top of the court, so we could see that that ball did travel inside the antenna.
Are you sure, based on how late you were out last night, that you could see that?
I'm 100% certain that ball was in, just as I was that I was going to get a blackjack on my final hand.
Oh,
the flying pokey, Lunde.
Oh. That's where she needed to use the one arm. One arm. She just one armed the last one.
How about a pancake flipper there?
It's a little late in the day for pancakes. I am a little hungry, though.
Little Las Vegas buffet, never hurt anybody. Oh, good floater.
There's another ace.
That thing probably jumped at least 2, maybe 3 feet.
That is ace number 4 for Brazil.
That's weird. That's so hard because these balls have been bottoming out, or you're so worried about going to your knees and getting down low, and that ball just rose 3 feet right in her chest.
She's got that corner-to-corner going. Scooping. Oh, weird. She dug a hard-driven ball.
Salgado putting on a defensive clinic out here.
Good high hit.
Smart hit.
Yeah.
Took a little pace off and used the block. Really it must be pretty frustrating playing offense against Salgado right now. I mean, she's everywhere.
Especially if you want to hit.
All game long, she'd been line block and angle digging. In the last 3 plays, they've switched it to perfection.
That's why they're experienced. They've been out here a while. Oh, another one. She was blocking line and reached into the angle.
Dove.
Wow, that is block number 5 for Norway.
These kids can play.
They are leading statistically, just not on the scoreboard.
See if they repeat to Maria. Oh, yeah, passes off the net.
Oh,
Low back set. There was
Really
the big
good
look,
set.
right?
Good set by Maia, though. That saved the day.
Yep. And saved their 1 point advantage, 18-17 on the side switch. In the second set here, loser goes home with the 17th.
Norway is going to the good side, we think.
We think.
Depending on which flags we look at.
Most of the aces have come from that side.
Yes. Oh.
Got to push that up. Oh, nice work.
Great set. Oh, good high
Good
angle
footwork
shot.
by Ulveseth. That's what she wasn't doing earlier in the match. They weren't turning to face the net and throw it into the wind all the way up.
You meant on the bump set?
On the bump
Yes.
sets, yeah.
Yes, you got to get all the way around it, cart style, and roll it up there. Good serve.
Oh, my.
Oh, wow.
Speaking of aces from the good side.
That is ace number 6.
That ball's not getting past. That was perfect.
Yeah. Wind, no wind.
That was a BB about an inch over the net and just tracking the sideline the whole way.
I know you'll find this hard to believe, but Norway's in a barn burner. Up 19-18.
Their first lead of the second set.
Timeout, Brazil. And it looks like the U.S. versus U.S. on Stadium is an
that's a good one.
Burner too. 18 all in the second.
Walsh and Sweat won the first.
Yeah, 21-19. Got some good volleyball out here right now.
Seriously.
P1440, Las Vegas.
Cool site for P1440 here too. It seems like a really good fit. The Las Vegas Fairgrounds, there's tons and tons of room here. We're only using about, what, a third of the fairgrounds?
Maybe less. It's
and
huge.
it's still a gigantic spread for us out here. We've got all sorts of vendors everywhere. Food carts, drink carts,
ping
6
pong,
different courts.
Ping pong, bags.
What is that thing over there? Is that like a volleyball service machine? Like,
yes, it is. It's where you
AccuSpike?
Yeah, you spike it out of there.
All right, Norway back to serve. First lead, 19-18.
Oh,
they got iced.
You're a coach. Is that like your least favorite thing of all time?
Really,
what
really
do you
close.
always say?
Out
Even
of
though you
timeout,
don't say it,
make a
because
serve.
you don't want to be negative about it. But say after we make our serve.
Right.
Oh,
Oh.
good move. Good.
They
swing,
went to
though.
Ulveseth first time in a long time, and Maia made a nice move, just wide. Okay, set number 2.
2019.
Lunde takes a deep breath, sends up a good one.
Good set.
There's a good set.
Fall.
She loves the short pokey, huh?
She's played a lot of beach volleyball in her day, you can tell. She uses everything to frustrate these, especially the youngsters.
Lunde on the side she likes. She's been ripping these. She's been scooping these. and another poke. They got to know the poke's coming, right? At some point, Norway's going to have to do the late pull.
Yeah, almost just stand there.
Yeah.
Pretend like you're going to jump after she looks, stand there, and then run to it.
That's why you find a lot of volleyball players playing into their 40s. Maia with their first match point, 21-20.
Oh, they donate it back.
Ouch.
That's rule number 2, right?
Never miss match point.
Never miss your serve on game point, especially if you're just kind of trying to get it in. And you just scored a real point.
And your digger has 1,800 digs.
I'm not tracking the dig stats. Maybe I should have been, but I'd be out of lead if I was.
Out of lead and paper.
Yeah.
Ulveseth going to serve and go.
Wow.
A little bit of nerves out here.
Is that 2 in a row for Norway?
Yeah.
Again, youth.
Match point number 2. Salgado will not miss. I'll put $500 in chips on it.
Oh, please go out.
Uh-oh, tough set for Lunde.
Oh, good.
Off the top.
High hit. That was one Maia probably should have pulled off.
Yeah. I'm impressed with that side out to save match. Really tough set from the bad side, and she took a super high percentage chip shot there. All right. They've missed their last 2.
Oh, my gosh.
Let's call it 3.
Is that what we call a hat trick?
That's the hat trick.
The hat trick
misses.
you're not trying to get?
They picked the worst time to start missing because they hadn't missed many before. Match point number 3.
Keep sliding out. That was close. That's trouble.
Oh.
Oh, the one arm.
The block didn't touch that?
Oh.
Poha.
Maria.
That's an awesome swing by Salgado.
By the way,
authority.
she looked on that and then absolutely crushed it. She told us, you guys don't have my game down. I'll show you how to play.
To be able to take that big look and rip, that's pretty impressive. 24-22, Brazil wins over Norway. Salgado and Maia beat Lunde and Ulveseth. We'd like to see some more of Norway, though, huh? Young team, and
yeah,
hopefully they'll
they
make
can
it
only take positives from that.
Yeah.
Clearly a huge underdog in this, and they competed. They actually could have won that game easily. They missed 3 serves in a row.
3 in a row, right at set point.
And I actually like that she's over there, head down, not happy. Sometimes some of these teams get out here and they lose to a team maybe they're supposed to lose to, and they're okay with it. Don't be okay with that.
Yeah, they both look bitter, like they knew they had a chance.
Yeah. Oh, they had plenty. They had plenty.
Impressive run by them. We're going to take a short break and bring you more women's action in the single elimination playoff bracket. Looks like we're going to have the Latvian team and waiting for our next opponent, but we'll be back in about 8 or 9 minutes.
Over, right?
Yes, yes. And clean, fresh, new. You're welcome.
Yeah, gross. Very good.
Já foi já? También, ¿eh? Vamos, también. Vamos, carajo, vamos. You're good.